What's good, y'all? It's Drew here, back on the video. Today, we got the second rendition of the anime hot take series, so we gonna see what kind of hot takes y'all coming with. So yeah, let's get ready. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more anime content if you haven't already, and then hit the bell notification because you know I usually be doing this. But yeah, without further ado, we're gonna get on to the video. But first thing first, question of the day. Question of the day is, what is the most reasonable hot take to you this week? So first, we got the Mr. CJ, and he says Zoro in his injured state right now is stronger than Sanji. So we talking about Zoro in a sling. That's kind of, the thing is, I hope that's not true because that would be wild. Sanji better fight Queen, and it looks like Sanji's probably gonna beat Queen, right? So you mean to tell me that Zoro, looking like Zoro out here on a cross basically, can beat a commander, a second commander? That's kind of nutty. I'm not going off that. Zoro is strong. I think right now you can't really. There's not really an argument to say Zoro's weaker than Sanji until, further notice, obviously. Zoro's out here wilding against the Yonko and stuff. But, injure Zoro, bro? Nah. And then he has another one. He said, Luffy is stronger than Kaido. I think the reason he lost is because he messed up Gear 4 with Advanced Conquerors. Yeah, that's another one that I think you missed on, bro. We didn't see the fight, right, which is obviously unfortunate. But we do know that Kaido pretty much didn't break a sweat. Looking at how Kaido, someone caught that Kaido got a fade now. Kaido had beard hair basically, and the joint is gone. So Luffy definitely punched the joint off somehow or something, or burned it off. But Luffy was on a pack, bro. Luffy was gone. It was KO for Luffy. So I don't think you can even convincingly say that Luffy is anywhere near Kaido right now. I'm dropping a video sooner. By the time you see this video, you will have seen it. I think that Luffy's gonna need a new Gear 4 form just to hang with Kaido. So you talking to me about Luffy gonna be strong? Is already stronger than Kaido? That is some, manufactured cap. That's all I can say. But I think that end of series, well, not end of series. I think end of arc, Luffy will probably be stronger than Kaido. But right now, and also I'm a little confused on what you mean when you say he messed up Gear 4 with Advanced Conquerors. Because obviously we just saw him using Advanced Conquerors in base form. Obviously, we could probably presume he used the best he could do, right? It still got beat, but how would Luffy messing up Advanced Conquerors with Gear 4, how would that make him weaker? You know what I'm saying? Or at least, how would it put him in a position in which he got, knocked off or one shot or whatever happened to him, bro? Trevor Tiger, it's one of the YouTube bros, so check out Trevor Tiger, obviously, on Twitter and YouTube, obviously. He said the onigishima raid, aside from roof piece, is not good. The problem with taking out roof piece is that roof piece is what most of the raid has been about. We've gotten little pieces of, what's happening and stuff, but roof Piece is where I think we had 8 or so straight chapters of Roof Piece. That doesn't really happen in One Piece a lot. Roof Piece is where Oda's attention's been for the most part. There's few setups Usopp and Nami having their little fight, but it was a short fight, right? We had Frankie have his little fight. We had Robin and Sanji have their moments. But again, those are chapters or half a chapter. We really, I guess you could say that's technically true, technically, but I feel that's a little unfair to the raid because most of what the raid has been showing is Roof Piece. So taking out Roof Piece, it's there's just not a lot of stuff left. But I guess technically it's not good. CJ has another hot take. CJ, bro, you gotta shout out CJ, bro. He went 0-3 on his takes today. So you really have to shout bro out. That's commendable. That's really commendable. This hot take is Maki's overrated. Now I don't know what bro is talking about because it's Maki supremacy at all times. Everyone knows it's all about that Maki love. But if you don't know, he's talking about Maki from Jujutsu Kaisen. And if you read Jujutsu Kaisen, you know that Maki's in her Duffy right now. And she's really in her Duffy. So saying she's overrated, I think is a little crazy. Maki's a character, I think that she's probably already one of the best female characters in anime or even in fiction. I think she's a really, really good character. And the fact that, when JJK started, I didn't see her having this type of potential. But, now, Maki's a character that, when we're looking at, besides Gojo, she has the potential to be up there with that type of list. So you have to commend her for that. Talking about, is she overrated? She's getting a lot of love as of the last 3 chapters just because if you read JJK, you know that she's been in her Duffy. The last 2, I want to say 2 to 3 chapters have been just about her. Just about her slaughtering her clan. Also, she even looked like he touched it. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. So obviously, she's going to get a lot of, spotlight. And then you have the JJK fans and they're gonna talk about. You've seen some crazy takes on Twitter. Someone said that Maki is what Itachi should have been, and that's when we gotta take a step back. We're all right, bro, relax. Maki's in her Duffy, but let's not slander some goats too. Let's chill out. In that aspect, I could say I could see her being overrated, but overall, I don't think she's an overrated character. I think that she's just she's easily already one of the best women characters in anime. I think that's a fair statement to say. And I'm interested to see what she does going forward, because if you read JJK, you know we're about to be in the tournament arc really soon. So seeing her again in her potential bag, that's gonna be tough. Shout out the Discord gang, obviously, because you know I post the hot take questions on. I basically ask for hot takes on Twitter and Discord. So if you want to give your hot takes, either Twitter or Discord are both fine. This is the hot take I want to cover. Hot take by Kawaki. Shout out Kawaki for the Discord. That's one of the bros. This hot take is the new Shaman King right now is a 6 out of 10. If you think higher, you're biased. The animation is meh, and the pacing f's everything up. Shaman King manga is better than the anime. Now, I don't talk about Shaman King, funny enough, like that's a funny thing to say because I review Shaman King every single week, but I don't talk about Shaman King outside of the episode reviews as much as I maybe should be or I could, but I do want to talk about the Shaman King anime. I might even make a video on it because I think it's a really interesting topic, because I feel like I want to say the Shaman King anime doesn't get a fair chance. Like we're looking at people that are fans of the 2001 anime or even fans of the manga. I feel like Shaman King gets a little bit of a bad rep, like obviously the remake. Because it's like, people were saying, oh, the pacing is so quick, it's just doing too much, and now people are like, oh, this scene was better than the original, and I'm like, maybe it's a case of me not reading the manga in such a long time, like it's literally been years. Like, all I remember from Shaman King, like, off memory is basically where we're at right now. Like, when Yo beats Tao Ren, that's kind of where I remember slight things and what happens, but besides that, there's a lot of stuff that I don't remember. So maybe reading the Shaman King manga would be helpful, but like, if the 2021 anime version of Shaman King is like, literally copied or basically a reference from the manga, it doesn't make sense to slander it based on the 2001 anime because that's not what they're trying to copy. If you're gonna say the OG anime this filler scene was better than the 2001 anime that doesn't have filler, it's like, bro, of course it's gonna have this filler, and you might think that filler is better, but that's not the conversation. The rubric for Shaman King, the 2021 anime, is the manga. Like, it doesn't make sense to slander it based off of what the 2001 anime did, especially if it's filler. Like, if you're talking about you like the pacing of it better in the 2001 anime, it's like, okay, that's good, but like, if that pacing involves filler, what are you going to speak on it with? You know what I'm saying? Especially if the 2021 anime basically ripped from the manga and that's the same pacing, then you might just not like the original Shaman King manga pacing. But that is, that's what I want to talk about. It being a 6 out of 10. My thing is, I wouldn't say it's 6 out of 10. I think it's a little higher. I mean, obviously, Kawaki says that you have to be biased if you think it's higher. But I think that, I think this early part of Shaman King, where the anime's at right now, was never like the hype part of Shaman King to me. Like, all the crazier parts were kind of a little bit later. So, I mean, if you give it a 6 out of 10, I'm not mad at it per se, but I think that it's a little unfair it's depending on what you're basing off of. But if you're basing off of the 2001 anime, I think it's a little bit unfair. I think Shaman King is still a great show to watch, so obviously we review it every week, so if you're here and you don't watch Shaman King or you don't know about the episode reviews, you should check those out as well. But yeah, maybe when Shaman King's over, I might do a whole Shaman King review or something. Let me know if you're interested in seeing that, obviously. But alright, we got Yuji Itadori, so clearly there's no biases here, right? Because it's Yuji Itadori, same thumbnail and everything, or same Avi and everything. And he says, Yuji is a better MC than Naruto. I might have to make a video on Yuji because, like, one, obviously, I think this is false. I should probably have said that earlier, but I don't think that's true. I think Naruto's character arc is better than Yuji's as of right now. Like, Yuji's character has not had a chance to grow for the most part. I mean, he's had some moments. Let me not slander, bro. But like for instance, when one of his friends, not his friend, but that guy he met earlier died in the anime. Like, that was some the stuff with Nanami. I'm not gonna speak on what happened, but that stuff, Nobara, like, there's some stuff that's happened to him. We haven't really seen that internal struggle or his thoughts on those matters. Like when Ace died, we knew what was going on in Luffy's head, stuff like that. And we saw Luffy's change from Ace's death. We haven't really seen that stuff from Yuji, mostly because we've just been dealing with a lot of really important stuff. We had that Maki scene I talked about earlier. The last couple of chapters have been all Maki related. Then we're trying to save Gojo and stuff. Like, it's just so much stuff going on that we haven't had a chance to look at Yuji Itadori as a character and be like, okay, this is your character, or this is what's happening with you. But like, to say he's a better character than Naruto, like, bro, let's relax. I think we're being a little too egregious. A hot take from Ichigo, I'm gonna go over this one really quickly because I think this is obvious. It's Mihawk is Admiral level. Now, I don't know if you were saying Mihawk is at least Admiral level or if he's Admiral level, like, or that's just his level. But I think that Mihawk is stronger than Admiral, especially with Zoro's end goal being Mihawk or being above Mihawk. The thing with Admiral level is that admiral level, quote unquote, that's a big range. Because I think Kizu and Aki Inu are not the same level. Aki Inu I think is stronger, but that's not the point. The point is, like, to say Mihawk is admiral level, when that's a scale. But I think that Mihawk is above your average admiral. Like, I want to preface my statement with that. I think Mihawk is like low tier Yonko level at worst or something like that. So that's something to note. Alright, so this one is by Uno, and obviously shout out Uno, Discord, you already know the vibes. Uno says, Boruto when he's older will be stronger than Naruto. And again, this is like, I think this is a gimme take, right? This is not a hot take at all. This is like very lukewarm. Because I think if you don't read the Boruto manga, you think it's a slanderous or you think that it doesn't make any sense. But knowing what the karma stuff is and how that works and the connection to the Otsuki clan that it has, it almost doesn't make sense for him not to surpass Naruto. Considering that if you know about the karma, it's a backup. Currently, Boruto's backup is who? Momoshiki. Momoshiki had to fight, he fought Naruto and Sasuke, and he did lose, but Naruto and Sasuke. And if you know, Naruto currently doesn't have Kurama, I want to say. We still are monitoring that situation, but as of right now, Naruto don't got Kurama. So, Naruto's already dropped off a good amount. So, Boruto when he's older certainly should, will, and probably could surpass Naruto. Like, the question is, where is Boruto right now compared to the Narutos? Like, is Boruto at Shippuden Naruto? Is he at Pain Arc Naruto? Is he at Rasen Shuriken Naruto? Like, I don't know where he is. Because I know previously Boruto before was not stronger than Kid Naruto. But Boruto's gotten a lot of jutsu since then. And he's, you know, tapping into the karma. So he's a weird character. I would wish we could see, like, wish we could find a better way to rank where Boruto is in the, you know, in the stages of Naruto, quote unquote. But I do think older Boruto would definitely surpass Naruto. I mean, that's kind of how Naruto has always been, right? About surpassing the next generation. Naruto surpassed Jiraiya, he surpassed Kakashi, he surpassed Minato. He surpassed Hashirama. Naruto was the best of the best. It makes sense that his son is going to be like a god. I mean, literally, his son has the backup of a god, so what do you expect? But those are hot takes for today. I feel like they were all some pretty good hot takes, honestly. I think that I had fun on these. I think these are more agreeable hot takes than last video. But yeah, let me know what you think the most reasonable hot take was. I don't remember offhand, but I think one that I can remember that was like easy was Mihawk being admiral level. I thought that that's kind of a gimme, like he was easily admiral level. But let me know what you guys think down below with your hot takes, and give me a hot take of your own, because I'm curious to know, I'm curious to at least see what your hot take was. But yeah, I'm out, so peace.